want to do. It's like we're working, but this is what we want to do.
Cool.
Cpan. I gotta slide in actually. I always slide in. See if I can do it. Yo! Ladies and gentlemen, you are now tuned into Jaja's mic, home of the world's toughest leaders. It's been a while since I had a guest on my platform. I've been itching. I've been praying to God. God, lead me to leaders before 2021. That's going to be a phenomenal year. But today, I'm in the presence of a phenomenal soul, incredible and healing artist. Every time I meet Cpan, I'm going to be honest with y'all, it's a phenomenal experience and always learning. And in this experience, I always leave knowing that, man, you know, God's love, God is faithful. And so I feel guilty at times because I'm like, oh, I wish I could share this with somebody. Now we finally get to experience Cpan. I want you to open your ears, open your hearts. This is somebody who does a lot of self-reflection. She goes deep within the universe. That's it. And I would like you to hear her words today. My leaders, without further ado, I introduce you to Cpan. What is it this season that you want to talk to the leaders about? Like, what's going on?
Ooh, loaded question. Loaded question. Recently, it's been walking towards vulnerability, allowing that vulnerability to be what it is, and to even take the steps towards that in which would be fear. To remind the self that fear is an illusion.
Yeah.
And it does not exist past the mind.
What have you noticed as you gone towards understanding that? How do you come to that?
Ooh, yeah, so I'm just gonna be super real because I do feel like this is definitely a space that is held for that realness. So I'm a woman, and my greatest unmet task in this life was to accept the fact that I have body hair on my body and on my face in a way that I had never seen before on another woman. So for me, it was really challenging for my entire upbringing and until days ago to really embody something that I had never seen before outside of me. It felt like I was walking through the darkness every single moment. And I was. Yet that inner light, making room for that inner light to shine, is what we're here for. And so up until a few days ago, I then had an experience where I was asked to just surrender everything, my identity, whoever I thought I was, even up until that point. Because even then, I was still identifying with myself as a sense of security. When I am not this body, I am beyond this body. The I am not, it's not a singular, separate nature of the ego. The ego is there, and it is there to protect the divinity. It's there to serve the divinity, but to identify with it is then to get stuck in the illusion of the self being the end-all, be-all, and when we leave this body, then that's it. But that's not truth. Rooting deeper into truth is that the I am is an illusion. Yet this is not an illusion. We are experiencing ourselves through ourselves.
Come on.
So a few days ago, I was asked to surrender, and I did. And I removed all of the hair on my body, my face, that I was cultivating for 2+ years, which was not an easy path to walk, okay?
Yeah.
And that those 2 years were so potent. It felt like it was making up for all of the years past that I chose to remove it for the sake of what my reflections would think of me. That was really in the ego. And then a step out of that was embracing my identity, embracing myself as being natural. And then a step past that was letting go of the identity altogether. So I'm now in this now moment, and I feel very neutral. I removed it, yet I have no impulse to continuing the repression of nature. That's not why I'm here. Yet I also feel the ability to fully embrace all that comes to me, because I know that it's for something that's deeper than what I look like altogether. And so it really feels like a whole recentering into the true nature of who we are, which again is beyond this physical appearance. Yet I'm also here to spread the message that we can embody our divinity and allow our physical bodies to be all that they are in their highest light. And so, it is a process, and it is ever unfolding, but the journey is truly, you've already made it. You've already made it, first of all. You've always been there, and you are going to the same place that you come from. And, you can always go out, but it'll only go so far. And it's up to you when you want to decide to bring it back in. But once you decide to bring it in, that is an infinite journey of love and self-acceptance. And that's where we truly find each other on this path, where we're able to walk in the darkness, the complete unknown, surrendering into all the fears, all the aspects that come from the mind, wanting to make the story of the illusion, of attaching to the illusion. We're here to connect through bringing the light and bridging the light in that darkness and in that walk. So that faith in the vulnerability, it's there.
Would you, last but not least, how would you challenge the leader right now to go towards surrender?
Yeah, wow.
If we want to hold on, right? How do you challenge this leader watching us right now?
So a lot came through. It's, partnership has been a big catalyst for my growth. And I do want to give an honors out to a dear soulmate of Raven.
Yeah.
I know you're going to watch this. Thank you so much for showing me to myself. And that's why we're truly here, is to remind each other of our true self. So, the incredible potential that partnerships offer for this is immense. When you ask me what I would do to challenge a leader at this time to go towards surrender, is something I'm always reminded about, is that we want things to be a certain way out here, even if it's coming from our heart. Yet to renounce and to let go and to allow and to pull in what is truly congruent with how we're choosing to be in our energetic state is where the magic happens. It's turning the toroidal field. And so you can stand firm on that. You can stand with yourself and with that trust through anything. Anything could be happening out here, and you can always be firm in that knowing. So what I would say to challenge, what is your greatest unmet task in this life? What is it that you need to do before you would never have this experience in this physicality? It is truly a gift to be here every day, every breath. So what is your greatest unmet task? Are you doing that? Is that your foundation? And if it is, how can you take that a step further? What point are you at in your journey? And what are you being asked to do for yourself? Not out here. That voice comes when you really tune in and connect with yourself. So first, if you're, you know, you always have that opportunity to create the space that you need to blossom, and that's up to you to do that. So I trust all that work.
What's your name again? Superstar?
Cpan. Cpan.
You gotta do this one time for me.